Hey there, Wargamer. Wargamer. Hey there, Wargamers. Justin the Iron Paint. Stupid light. Let's move that out of the way. I don't know what's going on. It's really annoying. Anyway, hey there, Wargamers. Justin the Iron Paint here, and we are now live. I apologize for the delay. I was handling some stuff on my end here. We had a few things to contend with, purchases wise. My God, why is my camera doing this? I thought we had this situated the other day. Maybe I just need to like lower it down and tilt it up. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing it. It's being stupid. Camera's being stupid. Camera do dumb things. So, anyways, that being said, hey guys and gals and people in Twitch land, thank you guys for popping in today. Not too many of you guys have popped in early, but I see Snoofy. What's up? What's up? And it looks like we got a couple of people there, so hopefully we'll have a few extra people roll in before we show off some of the good that we got going on. But I do have an update to make here. All right, let me go over to Streamlabs, and we'll update our. I'm not sure why that's not over here. Let's see, our widgets. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's just put a big number in we'll run it until the end of the year. And that seems like a good idea. And let's update our hey Justin, out shopping. Awesome! That's awesome. I'm glad that you popped in. Thank you. Yep. Mr. Colby here, popping on in. Let's see, there's our followers. Cool. Let's set our end of year 2020 follower goal. Let's put that. There we go. So we've got our things on our screen updated here. Good to go. GG Super Pro. All right, so today we will be getting into some painting on the Imperial Fist, which when we left off the other day, I think I was working on the silver and the black. We'll have to take a look at them and figure out what the next step is. I think I got most of that done last time, but we'll take a gander and see what the next color is that we're going to block in. In the meantime, we got a big ass box of stuff that I need to go through before we get to the painting. So I got a big box of Kickstarter stuff that came in today, and we are going to open that up on stream and show you fine individuals the things that I got from. Why does my camera do this? I do not understand. Now it's being all derpy derps. I don't get it. Yeah. Anyway, we got a big box of stuff to show you guys. So this camera, I don't know why it's doing it. If I put my hand here, it's fine. It's like the light is I don't know. What's up, IPC? How you doing, man? It's early for you. Burp. If you guys aren't familiar with I Paint Creatures here on Twitchland, my camera's killing me. Make sure you pop on over, hit that follow button, show some hobby love. This guy exudes positivity in everything that he does, and I don't have it here next to me, but I do have an art book that I got from him, and we've shown it before. Can I actually get this thing to come out? Hold up. Will this turn? He painted that one. He did that. It says AMP on the sleeve, and then it says IPC on the airbrush. So I have not been able to catch his streams for a long time because I started streaming earlier in the day and started working. But I used to catch his streams quite a bit. He's out in California, if I recall. So stream times, there's a little bit of a disparity. But if you guys have not seen what he does, you should pop on over. I'm not sure if anything has changed. But used to, if you subbed to his channel, and I imagine he probably still does it, but I can't confirm. But if you subbed to his channel, he would draw a little or paint a little creature for you. And then he had done one for me, and then I donated. It's one of the only streamers I've ever donated money to because I don't ever have a lot of money to spend. And he took the creature he doodled in his little like art book thing, and he made the actual like life-size thing. Well, not life-size, but more of a print-size thing for me. And I'm pretty sure this is the original, which I expected him to paint something because that was what with the donation thing that they said they would do. And I thought it was just going to like do it and then like scan it and make a quality print. I got the original, and I thought that was pretty crazy. Not very often you get an artist's original work for a very affordable price. So I was pretty excited about it. So I got my little like wolf canine German Shepherd kind of guy with paintbrush stuff making creatures. So pretty cool. So if you guys haven't popped in his stream before, you should check it out. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm honestly surprised it's not more than that. You're doing a creature every time someone subs. That's crazy. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, man. 2020's been hell for most people, and no different here. I'm on the other side of the continent, in North Carolina here, but nothing really different. Still doing the same kind of things, lockdown, whatnot. So anxiety, depression, stress, all that stuff's still been a major factor. And I've had my ups and downs too, especially with in regards to painting and doing the things that I like to do. So I hope that you are staying positive and spreading that positive message that you do on the internet, man. Getting out there. Actually, I know that you used to do like college campuses and stuff, I think, for like poetry stuff too. So even outside of doing your streaming, hopefully when it's safe to do so, you're still able to get out there and spread some positive vibes for people. There's another streamer, if you haven't met him, I think you would vibe really good with him. Let me grab his name real quick. I don't think he's online right now, but I highly think you should check him out. Let's see. Let's see if I actually type it right. Haha! Got it right. Got it right. Alright, so like you do poetry and painting and that kind of art. This guy does singing and rap plus painting. He does miniatures like I do. But he does kind of like this... it's not like traditional mainstream rap. It's his own kind of thing. Maybe even less about just rap and more about like... maybe kind of like... R&B type stuff. I'm not sure exactly hip-hoppy, but maybe. I don't know. He's got his own thing, and I think you might enjoy him. He's really talented. Oh, that's good too, man. That's awesome. That's one benefit of having the internet, still being able to connect with everybody. All the downsides that can be attributed to, at least that's one positive. Yep. It's been pretty brutal. I think for me, probably the biggest thing that's been sad with the lockdown is just how much it didn't change a lot of aspects of my life, which made things kind of worse because I didn't go out and do a lot, and I didn't do much outside the house, and then the lockdowns came in, and thank you, you know, we were told we couldn't go anywhere, and that's fine. We could go places, but you had to minimize, your risks and stuff like that, which seems fair. But then I realized, like, how much I actually didn't do anything with my life, So that was actually, it really brought into focus kind of how boring I am, So that's a different level of, like, anxiety. But trying to do, focus on work, start a new hobby, so to speak, working on a cosplay outfit to try and break the hobby funk. So we'll see how that goes. That said, folks, we're going to go ahead and switch cameras. I'll continue to ramble, but we do have a box of goodies I need to open up today before we get started. I want to check out all the stuff that came in here. So let's switch cameras. It's probably, it's not showing, so let's go ahead and activate it. Should be good to go now. Boom. There we go. All right, so zoomer on out. Zoom it on out.
We are the Emperor.
Clan Wolf, the man, the myth, the legend, the man with the plan. 1 month away from 3 years. 3 freaking years. 1 month away. 1 month away. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Also, just for that, we're gonna do a trick. Oh, just JK. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna get it. This is my stress toy. My OG fidget spinner. I could sometimes do a kickflip with it. I'm not very good. Hey! Yep. You up on something today? Are you hyped on something? I am. Well, we've had caffeine. I've had some sugar. Also, am I going to have your undivided attention for a few minutes, Clan Wolf? Are we going to have undivided attention for a few minutes? Hope so. Hope we're going to have undivided attention. You guess so. You guess so. That's it. That's all I get from you, is I guess so.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Hey, Rodzilla, thank you. I appreciate the sub, man. Thank you very much. All right, Clan Wolf, this for you, bud. We got all this bubble wrap. We gotta dig it out. Dig it out. All right, so first and foremost, look what came in today, Clan Wolf.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Hey, we're getting a hype train. Thank you. That's crazy. We haven't had a hype train in a while. Hype train. Well, at least we started a hype train. I don't know if we'll get through it, but we do have a hype train.
Squad morale restored.
6% away from activating the hype train. The Notorious Shek 3, or no, excuse me, Notorious Heck 3. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. And Rodzilla, doing all right. How are you? Mr. Clan Wolf, are you ready? I hope you're ready. You ready? Look at this. Look at this.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Hey, IPC. Clan Wolf has brought you in. Thank you, Clan Wolf. I appreciate that, man. So we did get the hype train. Got the hype train. Hype. All right, Clan Wolf. So we got our fancy book with the Warhammer in here and all the pretty pictures. All right, you ready? I got something that I know you're probably not as big on Alpha Strike. You ready for this? You ready for this, Clan Wolf? Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Doubling up. Doubling up. Call sign dumpster fire. Front and center. Front and center. He's ready. He's ready. Look. Oh, and even better. This one. This got the OG bum ass. This Clan Wolf's mecha choice. This ugly, horrendous thing. Look at him. His head's derpy. He looks like a bug. That's a bug. That's a bug. You come in here. OG. Original gangster Mad Cat Timberwolf blasting shit in the face. I'm just kidding. I like the Warhammer too, but I gotta give you shit. Is there a different one on the back cover? Nah, same one. But yeah, so I got my books in today. We got our books. I'm excited. Alright, so we got books. Clan Wolf, you ready to see? You ready to see this? We got more goodies. Don't you worry, Clan Wolf. We got more goodies. Ready to see this? I got a drop ship. Alright, so let's pop this bad boy open. What we got in here? Instructions, sort of. Ugh, pewter parts. Ugh. Ugh. I gotta put pewter on here, Clan Wolf. Well, I got a drop ship. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, there's half. Oh, so it's got little slots. Here we go. Drop ship. And then, you know, we got all the little resin bit or pewter bits. We'll slap them on there, but it looks a little small, if I'm honest. It's supposed to have battle mechs in this thing. How many battle mechs does a dropship hold, Clan Wolf? Like 5? I assumed that a dropship held more than that, but I guess dropship is not the same as jump ship. This might not be you know, HPG or whatever compatible. This might not make the jump. It might just make planet fall. But regardless, that's pretty neat. I got that in. Let's put you back in the thingamajig. If that's a Union dropship, full regiment. And a regiment's what, like 20 mechs? 4 lances? 5 lances? I can't remember. I feel like you've told me this stuff before, but I don't remember all the numbers. Alright, we got more bubble shit. Oh, that's neat. You guys can't see in here, but I got... Oh! Get off my headset cable. I got a whole lot of shit to dig through. So, we got this. It is a spaceship. I got the new Space Marine Codex yesterday and finished Novice Captain. Hey, that's awesome! We're not even talking about 40k today, though. I mean, we will. Once I get through these, we will have some Indomitus stuff. I'm working on some of this stuff for wheels today, but I got a box and of goodies I wanted to look at. Alright, so Clan Wolf, you'll appreciate this. I got a shirt. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, Clan Wolf? You should be hype. As the con of cons, you should be hype for my my dedication to the cause, sir. All right, you better have your eyeballs, your eye ears, your ear balls prepped for this. So first of all, got the battle tech, right? And then here we go. Wait for it, Clan Wolf. Wait for it, Clan Wolf. Boom! There you go, bud. Hyped? Yes. Hyper? No. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Got me a shirt. Got the shirt. Alright, so we got our Clan Wolf shirt. And we got a hype train. Whoop, whoop. I did not get any emotes because I've collected all the level 1 emotes. Alright, so get that out of the way. Let's see here. I'm supposed to have...
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Supposed to have a game mat in here. Handley, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me bring up my email real quick. There we go. Let me see if it was a wave 2 item, just so I'm not confused. As soon as this page loads. Because this thing in here, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Alright, I gotta rotate my chair here. Alright. Alright, so. Clan Wolf, you will also appreciate this, sir. This is neat. Look at that. It fell on. I got a lapel pin. Look at that. Look at that. It didn't quite fit in there. That explains why this thing fell off. Yep. Oh, it's broken. Okay. Got a patch. That's cool. It's Velcro, too. Very cool. I'm very excited. I'm very excited, man. I'm super excited. Did this thing load? Alright, so let me go look at my mat. It is a wave 2. That's why. Yeah, okay. I'm a little hyper. Yo, I backed this thing like a year ago or something, and I don't get excited about much shit these days, and I'm super excited. Also, I messaged you. If you want a set of these, bud, I'll make no money, and I'll cover the shipping to you. If you want a set, I can add this to my pledge right now. If you want to PayPal me the money, they're $50. And I can get, if you want, you can get the Davian ones if you want. I want to give you the opportunity. In eBay, these are going for like 80 to 100. If you want one, I'll hook you up. You'll have to wait because it won't ship until Q1 next year. But if you want one, I got your back, man. You hit me up and we'll get you one. I know you've got some dice and stuff that are kind of like your thing for Davian. So if you want some, get with me and we'll make it happen. Also, if you want one of these, so speaking of House Davian, I get you one of these too. Just send the monies and stuff for it. This is only $10. It's a little challenge coin. So if you want one, let me know. We'll again, I'm happy to make that happen. And I'll ship it with something. I think it's a rifleman. I don't think it's a Jaeger mech. I think it's a rifleman, but you would know better than I do. Yeah, I got that because I wanted it. It looked cool. And, I mean, I don't know the fluff very good, but Davian seems cool. And when I was a kid, I had some Battletech cards, and I had Prince Victor Steiner or whatever. I had that card, and he was holding his like vest, and he had his thumbs in it, and he was all looking pretty. I had that when I was a kid. I had to get this. So MSR, was it? Yeah, or MR. I thought that was MSRB, but I guess it's MRB or whatever. Wolf's Dragoons. I thought that was really cool. Prince Victor Steiner Davian. Yep, that guy. And then I should have one more in here. Somewhere. I should have a Clan Wolf one. I'm pretty sure I ordered one. Let me look. I did. I should have one in there somewhere. So I got this. This because this was my first faction when I got into Battletech. That's a Wolverine. It's not my favorite, but that was my first faction when I got into the tabletop. Alright, let's find that Clan Wolf one in here. It's not in here. I'm going to be real sad. There it is. Oh, it's tiny. This is probably my favorite, though. Professor Grimm 1, how are you? Welcome. This is a little small, but I like it. I like that these are circle, like normal challenge coins, but I like that this is the pentagon, kind of like 1 point for each point of the star. And you got the Timberwolf on the back. Can't go wrong with the Timberwolf. Like I said, I can still order these. If you want one, this is $10. And if you want those dice, they're $50. I can add those onto my pledge. You get with me, send me a message on Discord. We can work out the particulars. I know you've not been as into Battletech as you once were, but this might be a good opportunity to get something affordably before eBay prices go stupid. So if you want something, let me know. Professor Grimm, I might be able to help. What's your question? And you might like these, Clan Wolf. Some Clan Wolf Battletech dice. They kind of look like Jolly Ranchers, if I'm honest. Jolly Ranchers. Oh, there you go. Alright, so got a dice. Got this little gizmo. I doubt we're ever going to wear this anywhere. But I suppose at Beer and Pretzels night, this would be cool. Oh, bottle opener. Nobody's wearing this around, but it's kind of cool. And a keychain. What was it? Professor Grimm, you ordered flagstone. You got wood ones. Like wood grain, or the material looks like paper? Professor Grimm, send me, what's your order number? So you actually got the case that says wood planks. And the wood plank bases. So you got completely the wrong thing. 28575. Let's see here. Let me go to my phone real quick. All right. Let me just log in over here real quick, bud. Oh, did I actually have that saved? I did 28527. Okay. Yep, I don't recall running this order, so that means it was probably Adam. And so you just got it, probably a couple of days ago. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit of a round your ass moment here. But I'm going to have you do this just for, to make things easy for me. Give me 1 second. Alright, so... Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm going to put this link up in Facebook. Alright, here you go. Send us a message here with your order number. And just say, hey, I spoke to Justin on Twitch today. He told me to to send a reminder to the official Facebook page with my order number so that you can fix the order. I'll fix that tonight. It should go out tomorrow afternoon with the mail. Yeah, that's no problem. The reason I'm having you go around your ass to do this instead of me just remembering is I might forget, because I get flighty and I'll forget shit, and I don't want to forget. So if you message us there, it is unlikely that we forget, but that shouldn't take long to fix. And I apologize for the issue. Hopefully, the bases you got sent will still be useful for something down the road. You just keep those, and if you can't use them, give them to a buddy or throw them away. Hopefully, give them to a buddy or use them. Hopefully, they don't end up in the trash, but we'll take care of everything for you. So I apologize for that. All right, so in the meantime, we got some more goodies. So we got some pilot cards here. I guess these are for Alpha Strike, I think. So, oh, hey, there's a Warhammer in there. Very cool. Oh, they're double-sided. So, Alright. Marauder. Hey. Mad Dog. Hey. Don't tell me. The Summoner? Oh, it's the Hellbringer. My bad. Had to close my eyes. The other one is the Summoner. The one with the rockets. The rocket pod. Yep. Just mention. They'll know who it is. I'll see it as soon as you send it. I have it up on my screen. Yep. Yeah, I'm one of the, like, I don't know if it's admin on the page or moderator on the page, whatever it's called. One of the guys on the Facebook page that helps monitor information. So I will see it. Archer. Very cool. There we go. Timberwolf. Very cool. For whatever those are worth. That's neat. And we got this deck of cards. What is this? Battletech, Reign Supreme, blah, blah, blah. With full color illustration short on each card. Mercenary. Oh, interesting. Let's see what this is. Much less about painting right now, guys, and more of an unboxing today. And I'm glad that Clan Wolf is here with me, because he's the resident Battletech guy. He knows the Battletechs. I know big stompies that look cool. That's about it. And food for this is a good time to mention too, because I got all this shit coming in. I am going to be purging some models and stuff, so hopefully my War Machine gets sold soon. Hopefully. But from now until the end of the year, so long as I have materials, every time we hit a $50 threshold in donations, I'm going to run a giveaway, and then we'll ship out a mystery box with minis, hobby supplies, whatever it is in there. If you're in the United States, I'll cover shipping. If you're outside the continental United States, I'll ask that you cover shipping. But other than that, that's what we're going to do. That'll help me clear some hobby space for all the new stuff that's coming in, because I do not have a lot of space right now. Not at all. I don't want that tab to get broken. Can we come pull from the bottom? I don't want to pull from the bottom. I want to pull from the top. There we go. And maybe some of these characters Clan Wolf will recognize. Some maybe not. I don't know. Struggling to get my finger under there. Or just tear up everything but the pull tab. Oh, that's right. It is mercenaries. I think in Wave 2, I think I get a pack of non-mercenaries. Or might have been clanners. Let's do this, so the pictures. The art's pretty neat. This is what battle mechs they're in. That's cool. Tell you what, Battletech's super inclusive too. They got a lot of women. I never thought about that when I played the tabletop, but there was, you got a kitty! They definitely have a lot of women represented in this game. Hey, we got the same last name. So be angry all the time. Yeah, I don't know anything about any of these people. I mean, it happens though. You paid for what you paid for, and you should have got it. And that's our mistake. So, but I'm glad that you like them.
Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
Hey, Clan Wolf, thank you. You didn't have to do that. We don't have a wheel spin. I have to like put all the stuff in a box. Is that an actual kid? I feel like that's a child. Anyway, yeah, we'll get a giveaway running, and I can actually ship that out when I get to work. When I get to, I like that he's got some armor on. That's pretty neat. All right. Clan Wolf, you did not have to do that. You already donated multiple subs today, man, as well. Thank you. All right. Actually, can these fit in here too? That would be super dope. I don't think so. They can't. Almost. That's okay. Alright, so let's get us a giveaway raffle going. Alright. Timer. Let's do... There it is. Okay. Alright, mystery box giveaway. And, gift. So it's supposed to be $100. Yes, I think it's that. Let's give. I know you don't need more points, Clan Wolf, but for whatever reason, our donation thing's not been giving people their points, so there's points. So let's run this for $50, 50 minutes. Open giveaway. And once we have a winner, I will write it down and I will bring it to work and we'll do a giveaway box here. Professor Grimm, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Oh, you don't... here's the deal, man. I appreciate it for gifting the sub, but I work at DRD. I'm not at work right now, but I don't mind helping you. So I appreciate the sub, but it's not required. Anytime you need help with DRD, if I can help, it's what I do. It just sucks that you didn't get the right stuff. Also, caveat: if your packing slip had a handwritten note from me on it and you got the wrong stuff, if I see a packing slip with my coupon on it, I always sign it and say thank you, even if I'm not there to pack it. So just be aware. Alright, so let's get back into our box, because I do want to do some painting today. We do have a giveaway open right now if anyone is interested in entering. It's a mystery box, and we'll probably have like 5 minis or something like that in it, or some hobby supplies, or some combination thereof. So, courtesy of Clan Wolf, thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. This is going to help me clear out some space in my hobby room and also stock the coffers so that we've got some funds going into the holidays. So thank you guys so much. And Handley says Warcaster's second Kickstarter went live a bit ago. Very cool. How's it going? Has it been like a pretty big like day one success thus far? If you got a link and you want to share it with us, feel free to do so. My hype for minis, aside from BattleTech, which I'm going through right now, is a little bit right now. Mostly because I'm just satiated, if I'm honest. I'm pretty excited about this because I backed it a long time ago. So I feel like the Kickstarter stuff's hit or miss. It could go really well or go really bad. I've seen some people voicing concerns with kind of Kickstarter burnout, but worth asking. Time to get up and work on some Raptors. Let's see what we got here. I mean, that's still not bad. They've raised, almost 51. Those do look pretty cool. They remind me a little bit of the Combined from Infinity. And I tell you, we really wanted to do base toppers for Privateer Press. It just never worked out. We wanted to. It would have been awesome to include them with the Kickstarter. And as soon as Wave 1, or the initial Kickstarter started shipping, we started getting a stupid number of requests for custom base sizes to fit. It was a big deal. It was. We were having to make a lot of custom stuff. Oh, well, awesome. He's pretty good about responding. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I was getting ready to say that's cool, but I really like this, and of course, that's the Marcher Worlds. I didn't even realize that's the faction I like. I like that guy's jump pack. That's pretty cool. Are you going in on this one, Handley? Are you gonna actually get some stuff? I like they're adding vehicles. That art's pretty cool too. It looks like it's from like an XCOM video game kind of thing. Very cool. Let's see here. Alright, I like how the sculpts look, but I will not support. That is fair, and a polite and diplomatic statement. Understandable. I'm in the process of trying to sell my my mercenaries force with my small amount of Signar that came with it. I did not realize that I had over $2,000 in War Machine stuff. I had a lot, and hoping to sell it for. I would like to get half, but willing to go like. Probably like 60. It probably more than that. Yeah, I'd like to get like probably. I wouldn't want to go less than 75% off, but I'd like to get somewhere between 60 and 50. But I'm willing to haggle, get it moved. I got too much shit in my room right now, and no one here plays, and it hurts me. It hurts me at my core to sell my War Machine because I loved that game. I really did, and I had a lot of fun. I participated in I think 4 tournaments and 2 journeymans, and I enjoyed it. I had my journeyman pins and my little patches on my bag, and I felt so included and part of an awesome community. But no one here plays, and if I'm honest, I feel like War Machine is just not supported by PP like it should be. And that's me, and I wish it was. I really wish it was because I love that game. Like almost like it makes me sad at my core because I liked it so much, and I wish I knew more about the lore. I mean, hell, you had to explain to me stuff about like Stryker being dead and Magnus being a good guy again and shit like that because I didn't know. But it sucks because I have really good memories. I do not have the same initial fondness when I think of 40K. There are like early days of 40K where I had very good moments, but in War Machine it was mostly happy stuff, and in 40K I just feel like I find things to bitch about. And not that I didn't bitch about some things in War Machine 2, but for the most part I just had a better experience. I feel like the community was really nice. Mostly there's a couple of bad eggs, but for the most part it was super chill, and it just fell apart. And then 40K I feel like there's such cool lore and models and narrative and things to do, and then people don't give a shit about the models and they just want to stomp your dick. In War Machine you have cool models too, and most people probably still only cared about the rules, but the rules were so tight that it didn't matter. You always felt like you were in it. In 40K you can spend all this time on a really cool army, and someone else can spend, you know, half the time on the most meta army and stomp your dick in the dirt, and then it doesn't matter. In War Machine, just because of the way the rules were, it was just more feelsy goodsy, you know, most of the time. Whereas in 40K, it's just, for me personally, it's not, and it sucks. It sucks. Well, Nick, I tell you, I've got a bunch of War Machine, bud. I have a lot. If you and Wheels decide you want to get into it, like I said, I got over $2,000 in mercenaries. that for you guys, again, I'd be willing to do a really good deal. I get you be set. You and Wheels will have plenty to play with. I'll tell you that. I didn't realize how much shit I actually had. Alright, so we'll continue to ramble while we dig through what we got here in our box. So, it looks like... Yo. That's dope. Yep, I got some Signar too. My main army is mercenaries, but because I'm running Ashlyn, she can use some gun mages and stuff, which I don't think I ever bought them, but she can use them. I had plans to, never happened. But she can use some Signar stuff, and then Magnus in the Kingmaker list can use Signar trenchers, which I have a bunch of. So I have some mercs with a decent, not decent, but I have a spattering of Signar to go with them because there was an overlap. So, and for anyone who doesn't know, there's currently a raffle going right now for a mystery box. From now until December 31st, or while supplies last, for whatever I've got to stock with, for every $50 we get in donations, we are going to do a raffle for a mystery box. If you're inside the continental United States, I'll cover shipping. If you're outside of the U.S., I request that you cover it. But every time we hit that goal, it doesn't have to be 50 at one time. Like if 50 people all do $1, since we hit that extra $50 mark, we'll do a giveaway. But I got a lot of stuff to purge out, a lot of minis, hobby supplies, things of that nature. Nice. And Mr. Jeff Billingsley, thank you for the like on Facebook. Alright, so I got, it looks like, this isn't where I want to be. Here's where I want to be. Paper map? I gotta go through here and see what I got here. Let's see. Battle. Alright, so yeah, this is the map pack. So it's got 3. These are paper mats. My neoprene mats won't ship until wave 2. I've got 2 of those coming. What's up, Psycho? You do not have to donate. You don't have to donate. Clan Wolf triggered it. You just put in your points. Put in your tickets. If we get more donations, we could do more giveaways. But right now we have enough to do a raffle. If for some reason we have more donations by the end of the stream, we'll do another raffle. And this will run to the end of the year, so I'm not trying to like push you guys on it right now today. But I've got a lot of stuff I need to clear out of my hobby room, and I've been saving up things to do for giveaway stuff for you guys that haven't happened, and this is a good way to try and do it. So, we've got our Omnimech record sheets. I didn't think we were getting these. I thought they took those out. Well, I guess not. I did. What's funny is, this was in yesterday, and I didn't know until today. My mom told me that my package was on the back porch, and I didn't know. Else I probably would have opened it last night when I got home. But I didn't know. And I got my shipping notification at like 10:30 this morning that it shipped, but it delivered yesterday. So, go figure on that one. So we're going through all the goodies. You missed some of it. We got our dice, our challenge coins, things of that nature. Like I was telling Clan Wolf, if there's something you guys want, Psycho, if there's some stuff from this you want, I can still add stuff to my backer kit. So if you want to PayPal me and cover the cost of it, and then wait, I can get you some stuff if you want it. Like challenge coins, I think are $10. The dice pucks are $50. I think these are like $8, $8 or $10, whatever the hell it was. And then mechs, you know. So if you want something, you get with me, and we can work out the details. Yeah, there you go. And I got these cool posters. So we're gonna try and pull this out here without messing anything up. Oh man, I love some posters. Oh, that's dope. Look at that. How sick is that? Poster. Big old Mac hat on it. And we've got this is Clan Homeworlds on the back. No one gives a shit about that. All we care about is a super dope Mad Cat on the front. Timberwolf. That's super cool. Alright, so that's one poster. Nick, type in exclamation point giveaway. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what's on. I think this is the cover from the... This is the two boxes, I think. So we got that, some Mech Warrior, and then Battletech. That's pretty cool. I like the backside better on that one. And Clan Wolf will probably appreciate this one because it's got an elemental destroying a Phoenix Hawk. I think that's what that is. Oh! Oh, that doesn't even matter. This one doesn't matter. Clan Wolf, this one's the only one that matters, bud. Ha! That's the only one that matters. Look at that! Hell yeah! We getting a frame for that bad boy. Look at that. It's pretty. It's pretty. That's a thing of beauty. Now I gotta figure out how to get these back in the damn bag. Yo, I can still add those to my pledge too, man. Like I said, if Clan Wolf, if there's anything, same with you, Psycho. If there's anything from this you want, get with me. Put a space bar, Nick. Raffle space 7. If there's some of the stuff you guys want, get with me, Clan Wolf and Psycho. We'll have a chat on Discord, and I can help you out. You'll have to wait. This stuff won't ship until Q1 next year. But if there's stuff that you want and you have some funds, I can help you out. All right. Got our cardboard standees for blowing up stuff, killing the baddies. There you go. Okay. Alright, so I gotta make sure everything came in here. So we got oh man, we got a lot of mix to go through. Fuck. I definitely got the coins. We got that in the patches. We got pilot cards. Got the one deck. I wish it separated this stuff better. Alright. Alright, I think we might be good. So it's the mechs I'll have to worry about. Alright, so let's start going through some of these. One random legendary mech warrior battle mech. What's up, Batman? How you doing? Let's get some of this out of the way. They're paper, so I don't want to unfold them and have to screw around trying to get them back in there. I do have neoprene mats coming. Alright, so here is the legendary salvage. One random legendary mech warrior battle mech. Huzzah! And we got a card in here. Actually, looks like a couple cards. Aiden Pride. There's 2 cards in here. Oh, so that's his Alpha Strike card, and this is his regular card. I just played a game of Alpha Strike the other day. Batman, that's not good. Let's take a gander at this mech here. And this is their new plastics. So first time checking out the new mechs. I'm I'm assuming that's some kind of anime. Psycho. The mold lines look pretty good compared to the first wave of stuff. It looks pretty good. I like that. That's neat. It's neat. Oh man, it's in my top 4 favorite mechs in the universe. All right. Here we go. We got some more. I'm gonna save this one for last of these. All right. The codex for the Necron. It's on its way. Last night after I get that. Nice. Salvage box clan invasion. All right. So let's see what we got in this. So a mist links. It's a little tiny guy. He's so little. Oh man. Cute. Alright, so I'm not worried about those boxes anymore. We'll keep them. We'll separate here. Alright. So number 2. Alright, I don't know anything about these guys, so you gotta tell me. Clown Wolf, is a Dire Wolf good? Are they good? Is this a good mech? Oh, he's huge! Holy shit, he's big. That's a honking boy. That dude is massive. That dude is honking big, bud. Honking big. Pew, 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 pew. I kind of wish I had gotten some more of these salvage boxes. This is kind of fun. I feel like Psycho's over here, like, smashing on his keyboard. Fuck you, Justin! Oh. Oh. Look at that. Just for you, Psycho. Joshua Ward. Timber Wolf. Pew, 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 pew. Bang, bang. Maybe we'll keep that box. Maybe we'll keep that one. Clan Wolf Broski. Psycho, did you back the Kickstarter? Alright, so we got our last salvage box coming through. Let me just make sure that's right. Because, like, it says that I'm supposed to tell them if it's not. I got a note that says email them if I didn't get everything I was supposed to get. So let me just do a quick look and see at the page. Well, good. So you should get your stuff here soon. Alright. So... Alright, so that's right. I should have 2 salvage boxes And then I think 2 more, so it should have been 4. Which I think is correct. Let's go to the top here. We'll just type in salvage. So wave 2, I'm going to have a lot more stuff coming in. Yeah, so I got 2 salvage boxes from wave 1 plus the 2. Alright, who we get? Somebody named Decker. Or Becker. Bob Becker. Clan Ghost Bear. Oh, he's a little guy. So, I saved this box for last. And I had to save it for last because, I have to troll Clan Wolf. And I can't show the box because it has the name on it. But, all I could say is, next time Clan Wolf comes down, either he has to use this, or I have to beat him with it. I have no idea. I don't know who shipped it. It was just here. Clan Wolf, are you ready? No! He fell out, and he fell in the trash! He rolled right out of the box and landed in the trash. This little trash can! Oh, are you ready, Clan Wolf? This is for you, bud. This is for you. The epic reveal. Ah! Trash can mech. He did. He fell out and landed in my trash can. Oh, man. He's cute. He's adorable. He's got a big-ass cannon on him, though. He came with some pilots, too. Oh, that's adorable. Confirmed. Clan Wolf Pilots Trash Mix. Oh, that's cute. I might have to add a few extras of those to my pledge. I think they're $8 a piece. Alright, let's see here. I was about to search the page for Urban Mech, but I was about to type in trash can. And I know that's clearly not going to work. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can add them. I think they're like $8. I think a couple extra of those might be worth it. They sold a bunch of them. They did sell a bunch of them. This is why I couldn't show the box, because it has Urban Mech on it. Alright, so let's get into some of the other goodies here. Let's move some things around here. Actually, let's just move this stuff over here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I never did get to play in the pods. It's something I wanted to do a long, long time ago. Back when I used to play the old Clicks game. It was a lot more popular back then. And Psycho, our terrain is hopefully going to be out by the end of the month. That's our hope. No promise, but that's our hope. Okay. Alright, so let's pop open this box. I'm I'm not a big fan of the. This is the Kickstarter exclusive box. I'm not a big fan of it. The standard box is better, I think, but that's me. Alright, so this must be like a little short story. Yep. We got our pilot cards. So, we got a duplicate of him already. We've already seen the Mad Cat. Timberwolf. He said get to work. It's done. It's done. There's a reason why... Well, mostly done. There's a few reasons why it's not out yet. Can't really say on stream. Clan Wolf, what's this thing? What is this? Oh, I guess it says Grindel. I suppose I could crack these open and I would know, huh? Alright, so we know what the Timberwolf is. This is the Blackhawk, which we pulled one of, and that is this one. It's a mongrel. No, it's not a mongrel. Yeah. Mongrel. Why is it Grindel? Yeah, I don't know. That's what that is, though. And the Executioner. What's up, Daff? Okay. What's up for Bias? How you doing? Yep, my Kickstarter stuff finally came in. We have a giveaway running right now too, for a mystery box with models and such in it, hobby supplies, things of that nature. From now until December 31st, while supplies last, for every $50 we get in donations, I'm going to run a giveaway. So, yep. And Clan Wolf donated today, so we're running a giveaway. Pew, 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 pew. I think these are alternate pilot cards. Look, Clan Smoke Jaguar. Look at him. Look at them fools. Ghost Bear, Jade Falcon. There's Clan Wolf right there. I do like that it came with all the Alpha Strike cards. There's your boy, Joshua Ward, Clan Wolf. It's just what I gotta do, man. It's what I gotta do. And these guys, the Elementals, we didn't get any rule cards for those, but they're kind of neat. Yeah. I didn't realize 2 came in the box. I think I'll have 7 when it's over with. So I guess this is like some information. Yeah, whatever. Rule book. Okay. Record sheets. Yo, that's a real nice poster. That's really thick material right there. More cardboard cutouts and a map. Okay. It's very cool. Like, go paint stuff, or like you need to go do like grocery shopping or something? Like, what are you talking about? Did you miss? Did you miss? my god, I cannot get the box lid out of the other box half. You can do it! Thank you. Alright, so that's the new Kickstarter starter box. Alright, so we'll put our neck bros up there. He ducked the arrow. Them sneaky deers. Sneaky deers. Alright. Alright, so let's see what else we got. You ready for this one, Clan Wolf? You ready for this one? Boom. Inner Sphere Command Lance. Alright, let's crack this bad boy open. Well, well, Daff, we'll look at it this way. We'll do a reverse Lord of the Rings. And as you are Legolas, and Clan Wolf will be Gimli in this case. Not a word to the dwarf. Instead of the elf, the dwarf. We won't tell the dwarf you missed, even though you already told him. I tell you, the boxes are really nice for this. If this was an insert, like a postcard insert, it'd be really cool to keep. Because, like, the art goes all the way around. That's actually really, really nice. The packaging is pretty slick. It's not bad. It's not bad. In the stream, you don't have a title? I thought I set one for you. Is it typoed? I don't see one, but when you change names, it would have changed. It would have lost it anyway. Lord Herd. There's a name for them. I forget what they're called. Oh, wow. There's a specific name to this. I forget what I was looking for here. I don't know. I don't have anything clever right now. There you go. There you go, Hanley. You've got a name now. All right, so let's see what cards we got here. So we got a Stinger, there's a Valkyrie, kind of stuck together, an Archer, and a Marauder, and then we got some pilots. I'm really digging the Archer and the Marauder. Yo, that's awesome, man. Good news. Good to hear. Alright, so let's check out some of the little mech bros. This actually looks pretty cool. The molds this time around are a lot cleaner than the first one, too. I'm gonna have to get a little heat, though. Get that barrel bent back up. And then the Archer. Looks dope. Yeah, I like that. Those are very neat. The packaging is super nice. Do you want me to shorten it? Do you not want the trolley long one? I could shorten it. Is that what you would like? Okay. Alright, well in that case you get to keep the long custom. Psycho, I know. I'm almost done. We're almost done. Let me save that one for last. I gotta make sure I got all my stuff. Alright, so that is the Innisphere Command Lance. Okay, so yep, got that. Oh, I was looking at there used to be a name for the pilot from Forge World, and I couldn't remember what it was, and that might have been what it was. All right, so we have Command Star. Okay. This one opens differently. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. Boxes are so nice. Yeah. Yeah, Princep was the word I was looking for. That was the word. So we got some pilot cards here. Ooh, them all stuck. Shadow Cats, very cool. I like how it's got both names on there for us plebs. Yep, new Kickstarter stuff indeed. Yep, we got in today, and yo, Clan Wolf, thank you. I'm supposed to be painting, which we'll get to possibly, but I wanted to go through this stuff before work, so we're going through it.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
If you guys are not following Mr. Steiner Miniatures here, make sure you pop on over, get that follow button, show some hobby love. Oh, I thought you were following already. Apparently not. Clan Wolf, thank you for that sub. Zelicons, thank you for that raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? Clan Wolf, thank you for getting that shout out as well. My area is a little bit cluttered right now, so it's a little hard. So yeah, we got our Shadow Cats. We got our Summoner, which I'm excited about as my top 4 favorite mechs at least from the clan side. We got the Direwolf. Pew 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 pew. The Mistlynx. And the Stormcrow. Steiner, I think they're really nice, man. The sculpts are really, really good. Zelicons, what were you working on? How about I put the stuff back in the right side up? There's Inner Sphere stuff here, too. I just opened the Inner Sphere ones. That's the Command Lance. This is the Command Star. Alright, so we got the Command Star. So let's see if we can find the Clan Heavy Striker. We went through all the other goodies too, so we got like our challenge coins and things like that as well. So pretty cool. Got a little lapel pin. Clan Wolf. Yeah, so for everyone who came in today, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm Justin, the Armed Painter, and you guys are catching me doing some unboxing stuff for mechs. Why indefinitely? No time to paint Handley, or did they get nerfed? Alright, so this is the Clan Heavy Striker Star. Laughs and Word of Blake. Alright, this box here has the other two of my favorite clan mechs that we have not seen yet. So we got a Viper Prime, Ice Ferret, Mad Dog. That's one of my favorites. And the Hellbringer, also one of my favorites. Very cool. I love that it comes with these cards. It's very cool. Laughs and Nuclear Fire. Handley, I thought that you were in favor of knights because they could be played around. We talked about how in the past I didn't like playing against knights because there used to be instances where you couldn't, like I had armies that just couldn't do anything. I just put models on objectives, the knights would blow them up. I put more models on objectives, knights blow them up, and by the end of the game I might have won by the points, but I didn't actually do anything other than move models and watch my opponent blow all my shit up. So it felt like a Pyrrhic victory or Pyrrhic victory, however you say it. We did talk about that. But I thought we were on opposite ends of some of the chatter. But if you're actually experiencing it being not healthy, then yeah, that sucks. Yep, exactly, and that's the thing. Yep. Well, I'm on board with you. I understand. That's unfortunate though. So we got the Ice Ferret, the Viper, the Gargoyle, the Hellbringer, which I really like. He is super cool looking, man. Clan Wolf, come on. You know this guy looks sweet. And these are dirt cheap, too. These packs are not that expensive for 5 mechs. It's really not that bad. Pew, 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 pew. And then this guy. Yeah. And on Miniature Market's already got these up for pre-order at discounts, so like you can get them even cheaper there. But considering, I mean, I have no problem with people who 3D print stuff in general, but people sell these. They sell prints that they don't own the license to. That's a big thing people do. They were doing it because there wasn't a lot of alternatives. There were really, really old, shitty plastic ones. And then there were the pewters from Ironwind Metals, which some are good and some are bad. Just depends on what you get. So they were 3D printing the NWO designs because they look really nice. Some of the guys I spoke to before this Kickstarter, I wanted to get a few mechs printed, and I didn't have access to a printer affordably. And they wanted like $15 a piece for the models. And it's like, okay, I understand that, but I'm not paying yet. Sorry. Carry on. And the fact that you're getting 5 mechs here for like $5 a piece that are plastic and look pretty freaking good for the price. And some of the 3D prints and stuff that I've received are hit or miss on quality. So, yep. Yep, that's what I said. So, yep. But at $5 a piece, give or take, like, these are solid. Even if they were selling these singles at $5 a piece, they'd fly. Yep. All right, so that is the Clan Heavy Striker. So we got the Clan Heavy Striker. We got the Command Star. All right, so I should have... So we had the Inner Sphere Command Lance. And I should have a Inner Sphere Battle Lance. And that's it for Inner Sphere. And then we have one more box after that. And for anyone who is interested, let's get a quick check. The giveaway has a minute and a half left. If you want to get on the giveaway, you have a minute and a half. It's a mystery box. From now until the end of December, for every $50 we receive total in donations, we're going to run a mystery giveaway. If you want to get in, now is the time. Alright, so here is our last box from the Inner Sphere, and this has got one of my favorite Inner Sphere mechs in it too. Clan Wolf will also agree, I am sure. Alright, so we got a Wasp, a Phoenix Hawk, a Rifleman, and a Warhammer. A plastic Warhammer. Years in the waiting, and we got one. We got one. I will say before the raffle goes off, if you're in the continental United States, I will ship it to you. If you are outside the continental United States, I will request that you cover shipping. Alright, so the Rifleman. I'm surprised his guns are relatively straight. Hey, the Kaminsky, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just going through some Kickstarter stuff. Rifleman. The Wasp. On the smaller guys, the details aren't quite as crisp, but I still think they look good. The Phoenix Hawk. Not bad. And this guy. Look, like for a plastic mech, man. His gun, that barrel, I could bend that. It's a little warped, but it's not bad. Like, that's not bad looking, man. I really like that. Really like that. I will go through. I'll go through and before we do the drawing, I'll make sure everyone got in. I'll read off the names. Yeah. But I do like it pretty good. I'll bend that back down a little bit. A little bit of heat. But considering some of the hit or miss for 3D prints, I like that. They sort of are. This is it's kind of a war game, but also kind of a board game, sort of. It's not like 40K. It's a little bit different than 40K. But yeah, I mean, you're not far off of that assessment on what they would be. Oh, that's unfortunate. I dig it, but I also don't have any of the old ones. So I like a lot of the plastic stuff. But yeah, so if you approach it like a board game, we've got the starter box here. The crispness of the details in these is not quite to what you would expect with like Warhammer 40K miniatures, but for the price, not bad. Well, I mean, if I'm honest, like, I mean, that's the scale. I mean, this is a bigger mech. This is the smaller mech. You know, so some of those were a little bit smaller, some a little bit bigger. But compared to what I normally paint, that's not that far off, really. Well, Clan Wolf, perhaps that is one of the areas where you could do some mods. Some customization for your mechs. Alright, so we do got one more box here to go. I'm just doing a quick peep here, make sure I got everything. I think we did. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, there's also things like Zombicide where you get like piss loads of models. And like I wouldn't want to paint all that either. Alright, so let's start putting some of these back in the box. We do have 2 more things to look at and then we'll be done. I didn't realize this was in here. Oh, Clan Wolf, this is for you. I got another thing in here to show you. This will make you maybe happy. Maybe you'll know some of the stuff. Maybe you won't. I don't know. But you are my resident BattleTech guy. So, let's see what we got here. I can never pull these things. That's true, but Steiner said the other day on stream he wants to be known as a miniatures painter, not just a BattleTech guy. He said that on stream while he was crying. We made him cry the other day on stream like 3 times. I was there for that. It was funny. Not in a ha-ha at you way, just a funny way. It's okay. I've been known to get a little emotional on stream too. Alright, so pop this open. Tell me if you know any of these people. All right, we're gonna go through here. Do they have last names? Oh, let's just go the other direction. Clan Ghost Bear. Clan Wolf in Exile. Do you know this person? Clan Novacat. More Ghost Bears. There's another Clan Wolf for you. Another Clan Wolf in Exile. Oh, that's fair. Never heard of Dark Castle Bandits. That guy's creepy looking. There's a Kerensky for you. Yo, Notebook's my favorite movie. It's a child. It's a child, Clan. It's another little baby in a mech. There's another Kerensky for you. Sounds like, I mean, Clan Lifesaver. she looks like something from, what you call it? Game of Thrones. It also just occurred to me, none of these are upgrade cards for the game. These are just background fluff. There's another little kid. It's a child, man! These are children! Yo, there you go. My last name. That looks like a female version of the bad guy from Casino Royale / Hannibal. I assume they would have had names of them. Like, if they were a clan or a Kickstarter backer, they would have mentioned it. That's what I assumed. I suppose I could Google. Yeah, let's go back. Which one? Like, let's see. It was a Pride. I know there's a Ward as well, which was also a Clan Wolf, but I don't know if that's actually a normal Clan Wolf person. Where's Pride? Is it one of the first ones? There it goes. Yeah, Artemis Pride. Let's do a quick Google search. Let's just see what comes up. Interesting. Yep. This comes up on the... I don't know why. So I think that is a backer. I think you're right. It comes up on... Yep, that's where I'm at too. Yep. I think that's correct. I think that's the actor you were that I was thinking of. I'm not good with names. Yep. Yep. I'm really shocked that they did not put, like, you would think they would put that they were a backer on there so you would know. You would think that they would have done that. Let's see. Interesting. So it says captured. Yeah, so he's got a little backstory for it. Captain Pride was not unique in being a Jade Falcon warrior captured by Clan Wolf in exile. However, while many of those captives refused to cooperate with exile wolves, believing to be no longer clan, he accepted being made a bondsman by proving himself through trials and battle. He once again attained the rank of Star Captain, making him distinct among the exile wolves because of his Pride blood name. Yeah, I don't know anything about the clan fluff as to if that is actually something that could actually happen. So you guys would have to tell me. I mean, obviously that's a backer, but that would explain that. Yeah, a little icon would be good too. Yep, I would agree. Because, like, as somebody who wants to learn about the fluff, it's a little bit confusing when you get this pack of, like, fluff cards and you don't know what's real and what's, I guess they're canon now. I guess technically backers are canon. That was part of your deal. Your character is now real in the universe. Like, they made it canon. You know, but stuff that was backer created versus stuff that existed before that, it not being able to tell makes it very difficult. That used to be Clan Wolf. He used to be my guy, and then he got taken as a bondsman to 40K and kill team and all that shit, and he abandoned us. Clan Wolf abandoned us. That's exactly what happened. He said, "I'm out. My new blood name is Games Workshop. Bye." And that's what he did. He left us. He abandoned us. He abandoned us, guys. Alright, so we got one box left. We're ready for the last one, Clan Wolf? He gave up on the clanners. So this is the Legendary Mech Warriors box. Legendary Mech Warriors box. Alright, so Clan Wolf, tell me if you recognize these. I'm sure you will. It would make sense that you do. We've got Grayson Death Carlisle. Got Morgan Kell. Natasha Karinsky. And Aiden Pride. Still no. Okay, so you know all of them. I assumed you would, because those are all named people. Those are all named people. I am a little bit disappointed that none of the cards have the pictures of the pilots on them, because the Kickstarter had a portrait for each one. I don't know. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I backed. I've got a whole bunch of stuff from Wave 2 coming, and I also added more when they opened the pledge up. Yeah, and Handley, we used to have some guys that at one point did some stuff at Kit Kringle, our local store, but they had long since left when I started going. All right, so here's the Marauder. And this is Natasha's mech, which has a different pose from this one. It's very subtle, but it is a slightly different pose. I'm not as thrilled about that. The guns are different too. I'll give them that. The guns are different. I didn't realize the cannons were different. And she's got the
Elgar approach.
We're getting rated by everybody today.
Squad morale restored.
Hey, thank you for that raid. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow as well. I'll pop on over and give you a quick follow too. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let's see. You got an Instagram too. I can pop on over and hit you with an Instagram follow. So it looks like just Dices. Paints
Squad
minis.
morale restored.
She clearly knows Zambies and Gamer Dad. Good choice. I got my Kickstarter in today. I did. Basalt, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I actually came in yesterday and I didn't know. It was sitting here and I didn't find out until this morning. Yep. Else I probably would have opened it last night, but you guys got to see me open it on stream. Just Dices, thank you for the follow, or not follow, the raid. I appreciate that. Your Instagram looks cool. I hit you with that follow. Thank you. The giveaway is currently closed, Clan Wolf. I will open it before we do the drawing, but it'll be a very limited window. So right now, until the end of the month, the end of the year, for every $50 of donations we get, we're going to do a giveaway for mystery minis, hobby supplies, things of that nature. Yeah, so I ran the giveaway for 50 minutes. It closed, but I'll open it back up briefly before we do the drawing, just to give people some time to get in real quick. So yeah. But anyway, thank you for the raid. What were you working on today?
Squad morale restored.
Osab. I got one of everything from Wave 1 and Wave 2. The Timberwolf doesn't look that different, but 2 hours big indeed. Yeah. This painting 8 hours in skilled orc for October. Very cool. Very cool. I wish that there was an actual Orktober going on with Games Workshop. That would be super cool. They didn't ship. Not all the minis shipped in Wave 1. So I don't have 225 minis here. But I backed and I got one of every box that they put out. So I'll have everything. Yeah. But they split it. So there's Wave 2 that has the majority of everything else. But they did fulfill. And they got to here very quickly. I'm pretty happy with that. And Handley, I suppose I should say I'm not shocked. They funded pretty quickly last time too, but maybe not as quickly this time, but they definitely got it. And just Isis, before I get too far along in this, because I get scatterbrained. Thank you again so much for that raid. If you guys are not following Dices here on Twitch, make sure you pop on over, hit that follow button. Follows are free. Show some hobby love and some support, and check her out on Instagram as well. She's got some good company over there with the people that she hangs out with. Gamerdad and Zambies, I know specifically. So yeah. But we got all the other stuff, as well as the minis from Wave 1. So we got our little challenge coins and things of that nature. I'm really stoked about this. I think that is really, really neat. I like patches. I collect that kind of thing. I might go in and order a couple more before the end of the thing. So, yeah. Yep. I'll be curious to see how the Kickstarter stuff goes. In the future, if people get like, if it gets saturated and they get kind of tired of it, or if it just keeps going, we'll see. I got the paper mats. I did not open them. The neoprene mats don't ship until Wave 2.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Bob, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. No, I got the drop ship too. I already opened it. It's sitting next to me. It's not assembled. I can show it to you real quick if you want. And Tinko, your English was fine, bud. With this game, what matters is less what's on the mech. It's not a WYSIWYG game. As long as the mech is correct. The weapons, generally, from what I gather, it's more about what's on your stat card or your printout. Because there would be an infinite number of combinations probably you could do with custom mech builds. Everywhere I've seen, it's generally just, you get the mech, you paint the mech. As long as it's the right version of it, the weapon loadouts, they're going to reference your stat sheet. So it's not like 40k in the sense that this is an AC 20, it's supposed to be an AC 5, so I have to cut this off and put a new gun on that. No. Nowhere I've seen anyone is that pedantic with Battletech, and nor do they make all the little bits for it. I mean, you could probably find 3D prints, but the Catalyst doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, I can show you that. Woo, that's very cool, Basalt. And yeah, so let me put some stuff in this box here. If these will fit, that would be great. Ooh. That's one way to repurpose one of the mech boxes. And yeah, I got into Battletech. I played some of the games on the computer when I was a kid. But my first gaming endeavor with it was MechWarrior Dark Age, the Clicks, which a lot of people hate on, but it holds a special place in my heart because it was my first very serious tabletop minis game. And I really like that patch. I think I'm going to have to order some more. Okay. So you have to put the dropship together. There's pewter bits too, so like all these areas have things that go in there. I get corrected a lot as well, so technically white metal. It's not actually pewter, but yeah. So there is the Irby mech. And if it's got stands, I don't know. I'd have to look at it, but... And then this is the bigger guy. Yeah, I figured those were the engines. I didn't know if there was like a little pewter bits that went in there. Like, there might be little legs, actually. Yeah, so it's got little... Well, they don't go down here, so I guess the... there's going to be little flaps on the sides, and then the little legs will come out to the landing gear. Yep. But yeah, we'll have more next year, quarter one, when Wave 2 ships. Catalyst met their... things were delayed with this one, which most Kickstarters are, but it wasn't their fault. COVID happened, and then Chinese manufacturers with their shenanigans. But they've been very, very open with everything that's happened. They still met a reasonable deadline they set, and I think that their Wave 2 stuff will probably be pretty close to on time too. So yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything that I've got here. And we got other stuff too. These I didn't get my let me see if those were listed. I did not get all my elementals, but they might be Wave 2. Where is that at on the page? Am I missing it? Unless I didn't add them. I thought I would have. I might not have added the elementals. COVID didn't help, but they said that they could meet a deadline and Chinese New Year wouldn't be a problem, and then Chinese New Year was a problem, and then they've had to fight with their manufacturers pretty hard. I seriously thought the elementals came with it. But I guess you only get the 2. That's fair. So I didn't add any extra elementals. Probably because I wasn't sure if I'd use them. Alright, so I got that. Yep. Yeah, and see, the Catalyst said that they thought it would be. And they tried to account for that. And the company said it wouldn't be a problem. And then it was a problem, even though they said it wouldn't be a problem, from what I gather. Yep. So... one of my favorite things from this is probably the posters. I'm very stoked about the posters. I think those are very, very neat. Let's see here. My shirt is very cool too. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Yep. I figure that's probably a thing. But yeah, I backed enough to get a canon character and then added on all the packs I didn't have. So I was pretty excited about that. So, but that said, folks, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to throw away some of this trash here, and then we'll come back and we'll get what painting we can get done before the stream ends. Before I take that quick break, for people who didn't see it. Yep. Macross and Robotech. So we got our Clan Wolf shirt. Pretty stoked about that. And then, honestly, I've been waiting on these to come in for a while. I got my my books. So I've got my books for that. I'm pretty excited about having all that stuff. So, But yeah, let me clean up real briefly, throw away my trash, and then we will come back and we'll get to painting some of our Imperial fists. So give me a moment and I will be back as quickly as I can be, folks. I apologize. Alright, we are back. Before we get into painting, we have a giveaway to do. So I'm going to open it up for a brief moment. Listen for your name. If you are not in a couple of seconds after I finish reading, we're going to close again and do the drawing. So, be listening. So, it's opening. The giveaway is open. If you need to know how to enter, there you go. So, we've got Clan Wolf, who has entered. Just Handily. Rodzilla, Nsusek, Nick, Psycho, FKN Daff, and the Kaminsky. If you would like to be in, I don't think you got enough for 300 tickets, man. You got to type in points. And if you are outside of the continental United States, I request that you cover shipping. That's my main request. If you're inside the United States, I will ship to you. For Bias, throwing more tickets. Also, for Bias, I missed it. You won the Deadbolt set the other day with all the extras. I forgot. I was digging through my stuff the other day to get all my giveaway materials, and you got the Deadbolt door too. So that'll be with your stuff. Nerd404 UK. You want to type in exclamation point points to see how many points you have. And like I said, if you're outside of the United States, I request that you cover shipping. So be aware, because shipping for you might suck. Yeah, 4 tickets. 430 divided by 100 is 4 point something. So 4 tickets. 4 tickets. There you go. You got it. You got it. Alright, so I'm going to read through the list one more time. If your name is not on the list by the end of me reading it, I'm going to close the giveaway. So be aware. This is coming. We got Clan Wolf. Just Handley. Again. Rodzilla. Nick, which is Nusek. Psycho, FKN Daff. Frankie Fresh, it is a mystery box. Mystery box. From now until December 31st, so long as I have materials to give away, every time we get reach $30 or $50 worth of donations, each benchmark, doesn't have to be in one go. But every time we hit another 50, so right now we hit 50, when we hit 100, we'll do another one. We're going to do a giveaway. It's a mystery box with minis, supplies, paints, things of that nature, DRD stuff, things I've got for giveaways. We're going to do that. It'll help clear out some of my hobby space in my spare room. And also it will help raise some funds for the holidays, for me doing gift stuff for the family. Very cool, nerd. Very cool. Do you have a photo of what you're working on? If you guys aren't familiar, Nerd404 UK here is a fellow streamer. So pop on over, hit that follow button, let them know who sent you. Alright, so Frankie Fresh, if you want to get in, now's the time. I am going to be reading through the rest of the names here one last time. If you guys aren't in by the time I finish, you'll have to wait for another giveaway. So we got Clan Wolf, Just Handley, Rodzilla, Nusek, which is Nick, Psycho, we got Daff, we got the Kaminsky, Basalt77, For Bias, Donzi Wergo, Nani 2K Lurch, Nerd404 UK, Tencho 90IF, and Frankie Fresh. So, dims to people, that's who got in, and it's closed. So here we go, picking the winner. Daff, why? I gotta set a limit. I gotta set a limit. You still in? You still in? You got 5 points for, or you'll still have points you can use on the next one. The next one. I feel bad doing that, but I've read through like 50 times. 50 times, like 5 times. All right, here we go. For bias, you won again. All right, so let me write this down so I know to get you a box. For bias. Cool. All right, so I got a note on my desk. It's all on me. Alright. I hope the poop's not on you, Daff. I mean, I could show you guys. So, like, I hit the pick winner, and then he popped up and talked, and it says winner's messages, and there he is. There he is. And there's all the people's points they put in. It shows it. It shows it! There we go. He did. That's okay. I have enough to do a lot of giveaway boxes, so there will be some things for people. So don't worry. Don't worry. Alright, so we have had people come in and win with like 1 ticket. When I gave away Mortarion, the guy put in almost nothing and won. I mean, I don't think I gave him a lot of points inside, but I don't know. I think he just saves up his points, I think is what's happening here.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Hey, the Kaminsky, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. We don't talk. Yeah, we don't. We don't. It was a sad day. All right, so I got a little off topic today. gotta figure out exactly, like, we would have been knuckle deep in some painting already. I think we got all the silver done. I think the black is done. I think we are to the point where we're gonna start blocking in some brown. We did. He sold the model. I spent, I think, at least two 12-hour streams. I think they were longer than that. I think they were more like 16 hours. It's the deepest I go. And it was 2-day streams, over 12 hours a piece, and that's $100 and something model, and he sold it for $150. Yep. It's his model to do with what he wants, but as an artist, seeing my work go for that caliber of a model that's worth as much as it was without paint, go for that, made me sad. But what do you do? There's not much you can do, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our Wildwood Contrast. And we'll start blocking in some of the pouches and stuff on these guys. We also had, in that Mortarion one, we had Bailey, who entered, I think, like 300 or 400 tickets. It was pretty nuts. Oh my god, how much he put in. Alright, you guys just live over there for now. Alright. So, 2 hours and 20 minutes into the stream, and we are finally putting paint on a model. How about that? Also, Hanley, I did pull up as I was doing my AFK. I refreshed the Privacy Press Kickstarter. That's it's pretty impressive. Yep, they put up their Wave 2 or their expansion or whatever it is for Neo Mechanica. Just went live today, and Hanley was telling us about it, and they've raised, last I looked, it was like 78,000 today. I mean, I'm honestly shocked. I'm happy with my Battletech Kickstarter, because I feel like that's a little different. But in general, I feel a little Kickstartered out, personally. But people like what people like, and they're going back what they want back, and that's the way it is. You've talked about it on stream before. Handley, and you were talking about why they do it, and you brought up some good marketing points, and I know at the time you were, even now, even not being an employee currently, you do a good job trying to be constructive, and you're not just ripping them a new one based on opinions you may have. Not saying you do or don't, but you do a really good job being very polite and diplomatic with everything you do, and I appreciate that about you. I think that sets you apart from a lot of people who criticize stuff. You do so with a certain level of grace that I really appreciate. So you've got that going for you. But you've talked about it before with the marketing and why they do it, and you brought up good points. And you were defending them when this came up in chat before with why they do it. It's more of a marketing thing now and less about a crowdfunding, and then talking about how the platform helps raise awareness, helps them connect. And then, how Kickstarter takes a percentage, so it's not like they're just, mooching for money, like they're having to pay Kickstarter a cut for it, but it's the easiest way for a smaller company to do some of these things. And then, you're bringing into focus at the time how small Privateer Press actually was versus how big people think it is. People seem to, try and lump them in with GW, which I'm guilty of that too. I used to do that. And I think it's just because their game was GW's main competition for a long time, but that doesn't mean that because they were competitors that they were the same size, because that's never been the case. We have talked about it. I don't know if your opinions have changed. I think it's been pretty rapid and pretty quick. I just got my my other Kickstarter model from them a couple of weeks ago, and had I gotten Wave 1 minis and gameplay stuff, I feel like I would have gotten the stuff, and then about the time I finally got it painted, if even got it even out of the box, there was more stuff to buy. And for me, there's a certain saturation point where, just like with Games Workshop for me, because I'm a Space Marine player, if I wasn't playing Space Marines, it wouldn't be as bad. But I do play Marines, so it's bad. There's always something new right now, and they keep getting me, and I get their cash cow, but for me, it's just too much. I can't keep up, and mentally, it stresses me out. And that type of thing would not be something that I wanted to deal with, so I'd rather just wait. And Kaminsky, thank you for going to lurk mode and keeping a view here for us, but I appreciate that. But I realized that, in a public forum, the way you deliver a message or your opinions will differ slightly, and I don't want to press you to talk about stuff, but me, and within reason, I try and keep it open and let people talk about what they need to talk about or want to talk about until it gets out of hand. And I don't think you're a person that would ever get out of hand. And even if you were very passionate, I don't think you would, be super mean about anything. But if there's stuff you want to talk about or bring to light or voice your opinions or concerns, thoughts, good, bad, otherwise, again, you are welcome to. And if you want to change subjects and talk about different stuff, I'm completely cool with that too. I don't want your employment or personal life to be impacted by talking with, Sir Dumbass Justin here, that's me, guys, on Twitch over miniatures, you know what I mean? It's not worth it. Not worth it. Does this have to do with your employment status there, as we have discussed before? Because you were marketing, right? And you were their marketing / community relations. You're the reason restored. I have giveaway stuff from them and minis to work on. You're the reason I have all this Riot Quest stuff. Rusty G Man, thank you for the follow up to the stream, bud. Appreciate that. If that is the case, I completely understand being a little agitated, because that was kind of your job. You were connecting with people and hyping stuff up. You're the reason I even knew that the Kickstarter initially was coming. Beast Mode, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We got a bunch of followers today and several awesome raids. Thank you guys. The community has been super kind, especially because today of all days, I've done almost no painting. It's been mostly me opening boxes of minis and looking at new stuff. So that kind of says something. No painting today. Well, maybe we're painting now, but not a lot of painting today. But yeah, Hanley, I can understand that being a potential source of agitation. But you are the reason I knew things existed. You're honestly the main reason I even knew Riot Quest existed. Because of you. I think in addition to being, and this isn't just because I know you, but having engaged with you on both sides of the aisle there, so to speak, business-wise and friendship-wise, I don't know, civilian world, whatever we want to call it. I've dealt with you from the business side and from the non-business, the friendship side. I do think that you were a valued employee there, and you work really hard, and I think that you, in addition to being good with marketing, you'd have been a great press ganger or if you weren't before, and or a great source at a con to hype up the game and raise awareness and engage with people. as far as I'm concerned, that type of thing at DRD is what I try and do, and I think that you excel at it better than I do. You engage with people. If you were local and we could afford it, I would have totally introduced you to Austin and seen if there was any applications for you for business purposes, job stuff for you to do on the marketing side, because I think you'd be a valuable asset to any business that you approach, especially one that is in your wheelhouse of hobby knowledge. Oh, I see. And Nox Geek, what's up, man? Welcome. I spent 2 hours opening Kickstarter stuff. I did. Handley, was your Kickstarter the first Neo Mechanica one, or was it a different Kickstarter? And if you ran the first one and I didn't actually realize you ran that, I was living under a rock, apparently. Hey Jinx, how are you doing today? If you guys aren't following the wonderful Miss Jinx Dart here on Twitch, pop on over, hit that follow button, show some hobby love. Hitting the follow button is free, takes minimal time, and spreads a little bit of joy. And while you're at it, if you got an Instagram, check her out on Instagram too. She is much more interesting than myself, in my opinion. Right there with Jason Craze. I talk about this every time her or Jason pop in. Very interesting individuals and very unique. They have, I talk about this every time and I always feel weird, but when we talk about it, they have kind of part of their form of self-expression. Their canvas is on their skin as well. They have interesting tattoos, interesting stories, I'm sure, that go along with them. And I find that particularly fascinating. I have no tattoos. I'm a pretty boring individual. I'm a bump on a log. So when I see people who are unique and different, I really latch on and value that, and it resonates with me. And not only that, Miss Jinx here and Mr. Jason Craze are Slow Fuse Gaming, if you guys don't know, are some, I would say, contemporaries. We all paint, but they are creative like myself, and also willing to take risks and try new things and overcome challenges, and they're willing to express themselves on the largest canvas, the mobile canvas that is their skin, and I'm afraid to ever do that. Hell, I think even Clan Wolf's got the Chaos Star on his back, if I recall. Yep. Oh, that makes sense, Hanley. That makes sense. I remember the one on your back. I don't remember the other one, but if you told me, it might jog my memory. Handley, that makes sense for why you were as active with engaging with the Twitch streamers as you were. I feel bad I never finished the Marcher Worlds guy on stream, or the Warjack, or whatever they're calling it for that game, their version of Warjack. I had a lot of fun working on them, but you know me, I get bogged down and stuff, and I paint slow. Which, if from a business perspective, if I never got shipments of free minis from them again, I would understand, because I paint so slow. But the things I did do and the feedback I got from the posts online were really good. People really liked the gradation on the Warjack, and people really liked the cloak on the Marcher Worlds infantry guy, which I really thought was cool. I just never got around to finishing them because time. It seemed like things kept coming up I had to do. And then by the time I had the time to potentially swing back around and finish them, the hype was down and everyone was doing other stuff, or they had already got their minis and it didn't matter. And then no one here got into it, and it kind of deflated real quick. But I still have the models sitting here. They are very cool. That is true, they're expensive. I don't remember you showing me the Canes one. If I ever got a tattoo, it would likely be with Amanda if I got my first one. If I did that without her, she would be very upset. And then my friend John also wants to get a tattoo with me. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get a tattoo because I'm OCD and I feel like I would want to change it. Also, the fact that you've got a 1-up little mushroom, I'm assuming, if I got that correct, from Mario, and your name on Discord is like 1-up kid, I think. Like, that's funny. Yep. And honestly, if I got a tattoo, I'm pretty afraid of doing it. But I think if I honestly was getting a tattoo, what would resonate best with me is a sleeve. It's where I'll never see it. Yeah, if I was getting a tattoo, I'd be really interested in a sleeve. I think probably right around here. So like if I wore a shirt, my hands would be you wouldn't see it. But down here and then all the way up and building and having cool characters I like maybe like Cypher and then like a Star Wars character, like things from all the fluff stuff in my universe that represent me that I like would be cool. But I don't know if I'd want to put a Space Marine on my arm and keep it forever. You know what I mean? But I think a sleeve with all kinds of characters mingled from things I like that all fit would be super cool, and then have it go up the arm and on the shoulder so it's all one piece would be super doopy. Oh, I don't think I would ever do it. That's what I like. Like, I think it's very cool. I've seen some nice leg ones. I guess that's considered like a sleeve too. I think those are really cool. But I don't know what I would like enough to brand myself with. I don't know. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, that's my favorite character from a game. That would be super cool, but I don't know. You'd have to translate that because I have no idea what it means. And I'm also interested in a Mandalorian tattoo. I really like that show. We'll see how it goes. I like the Mudhorn emblem, the Clan of Two thing, him with the little baby Yoda guy. Like, that stuff's super cute and super cool. And glory, eternal glory, we shall bear its weight together, forged like the saber in the fires of death. Brothers all. Very cool. I mean, so you're gonna get a grenade on your knee. You should get a nuclear bomb on your elbow so you can drop bombs on people. So stupid. Dropping bombs. Fat man, little boy, blah blah. So stupid. Yeah, I think, Jinx, the problem that I have is I consider it OCD. I've never been like diagnosed with it. It may not actually be that, but I feel that I panic over little tiny things. Like I'm making a cosplay outfit at work right now, and the little tiny details that aren't perfect, they agitate me. I couldn't sleep well last night because we cut parts for my my helmet that weren't right, and I want to fix them when I get to work today because it was bugging me. It eats at me and it bugs me, and that's the problem. Every little thing. That's super dope, Hanley. Nox Geek, that's super cool. That's super cool. And the dropping bombs, fat man, little boy, is a dad joke, but Daff is a dad. And I think that somewhere deep down, he appreciates that that sarcasm. I mean, hell, he said he wants to get a grenade on his knee. Might as well get nuclear bombs on his elbows. Dropping bombs on him. At least I didn't make a rock reference about dropping the people's elbow. Jeez. And yeah, so Handley, we got a little off topic there because old Jinx came in and distracted me with her tattoo goodness. But yeah, so again, if not for you, and you're not even currently employed there, I would not have known that there was a second Kickstarter going for Neo Mechanica, and some of the people from my stream might not have even known. Hell, even Bob is a former press ganger, even if it was for a limited time, but a former press ganger who's been playing War Machine for a very long time, and he didn't even know. So, like, you're not even employed, and there are people that you engage with who you know, because of your efforts, get exposed to things, and you previously, that was part of, like, your job. And my point being for even bringing this up is that, like, that's part of running a successful Kickstarter, which clearly they've made their money, and that's good. But there are people who are into minis who had no idea this was happening because there was no advertising, no hype, and or we didn't see it if there was. And I feel like from the first Kickstarter, there was no not knowing about that. If you were on Twitch, if you were in the wargaming community, you knew about it. It was there. And it wasn't like annoying advertising. It was just, it was there. There was hype. And you know, and maybe I've just missed it with this one. You know, maybe that's possible. But point is, I feel like you were doing a really good job with the first one. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hang on one second, guys. I really like this contrast wildwood is a super, it's one of the contrast paints that's really dark and dense, and I really like this paint. This one, Apothecary White, Black Templar contrast paint, and Snakebite Leather are some of my favorites that I've used that I think a lot of people would get a lot of use out of. There's probably a couple others that are really good too that I haven't used or are for really niche effects. Like there's, I think it's the Aethermatic Blue. I may get the name wrong, but it's a kind of a blue teal or really baby blue neon-y kind of color. That's really good for plasma. I don't know if I've got that one, but I've seen that one, and that's a really good one if you're doing plasma effects. But so many models have leather bits and black bits or white bits that the colors that I've described, they get used heavily. And even if you're not using them in the traditional contrast sense, you can thin them down and kind of glaze or filter with them or wash with them. I've definitely thinned down the black and ran it as a wash over metallics, and it works pretty nice. But it is definitely a nice tool in my tool chest for speeding some things up, because when this is done, it won't look quite as clean as some of the other things I could have done, but it will get the job done at a certain degree of detail that I'm happy with pretty quickly. There you go, Aethermatic Blue. So I had the name right, yeah. Yep, Snakebite Leather, yep. Jinx, you got a Instagram picture to what you've been working on? We'd love to check it out. Handley, those are good questions. That's part of what I do for DRD, doing some of the same things you did, engaging with people in social media and the content creators, sending them free stuff to demo, help support their content creation endeavors with discounts or free promo stuff, giveaway stuff, so it feels like they're being rewarded as well and they're not just pimping your product. Like, you know, if it works well, it resonates with them, resonates with their community, support their content creation as far as it makes sense. You know, you don't want to just bombard them with too much, but if they're like, hey, I want to do this tutorial thing, send them some free stuff to work with so they're not out of money, helps them create content, helps support giveaways. Anytime they want to stock something for themselves, give them that steep discount so that they're rewarded, you know, do those things. That's what I get to do. I feel like with the first Kickstarter, you did a good job connecting with people on Twitch, which costs money. But, you know, all those models you gave away were at cost for Privateer Press and tax deductible. So it does cost money. You got to ship it. I get all that. But that's something you did that I think really helped. There were a lot of eyes in the Twitch community that were seeing stuff. You know, what else do you do? I don't know. But I think that you were in a good position to help guide that with your ideas. And that worked really well. Nick, you talking about this? Or are you talking about something else? I don't think I've used a red yet. Talking about these? Those denser color contrast ones seem to work a little better. I did the in yellow for blonde hair. Yes. Some of them are very, very thin. Those are Slow Fuse Gaming Pro Acryl. There you go. There's a link. So yeah, some of them, the more dense ones, are better in my opinion, and because they're stronger, you have the ability to thin them down and get a transparency type feel that you like. Get the tone where you want it to be, or the strength of it. Whereas something that's already thin, you can't really, or already low on the pigment side, or very weak. It's hard to do that with. It's why I really like this Wildwood. It's why I like Snakebite Leather. They are super strong. And like Wildwood, after seeing Duncan Rhodes use it on I think it was Saruman's robes, he thins it down, I think 4 parts contrast medium to 1 part Wildwood. I'm just using some thinner medium, and it works pretty well. And he uses it as kind of like a wash over robes. And you get this really nice kind of beige look. And I used it on Wheels' elves on some of their robes. And that is not a typical application of what one might think for contrast paint. You know, normally, because they were marketing as like one thick coat, which you can. But by thinning it down, you can use it kind of like a glaze / wash as well, which it already kind of functions similar to that already. But you're manipulating it to get an effect you want, not just the effect it does right out of the bottle. So I saw him do that on the robes, and I really liked the subtle tone shift that you got with it, and I'm like, yep, I'm going to totally use that. So you can use that over other robe colors you want to do with beige. You can use it on parchment. There's a lot you could do with the contrast paints. And then if you're willing to use 2 different contrast paints at once, which I think this was what James Wapple has done, you can even blend them and mix them on the model to get cool effects. He did some really stellar non-metallic metal effects with contrast paints from GW. It's a bit more on the advanced side. It's not something that I'm comfortable doing or would even be good at, I think, if I even tried. But it is possible if you're willing to learn a technique and try different paints and supplies to get you there, tools to get you there. Now, he has a foundation of doing that kind of thing with acrylics in general, but it's the fact that someone who works with different types of styles and mediums could just grab this paint and do a cool thing with it real quick. It's a testament to what you can do with it if you are willing to try stuff beyond just what it was marketed to do. Nick, Pro Acryl is pretty good. There are things about it I like, things about it I don't like, but it's a really good paint. I really like this. I really like scale. I also use a lot of the inks from Green Stuff World. I love the Green Stuff World inks. But Pro Acryl is a really good one-stop shop if you just want to invest in one paint line. The bottles are nice too. They got agitators in there, and it works pretty good. The issue that you're going to have with them is they don't have like washes. You could try and make your own washes and mix paints, but they don't have washes or technical paints. But as a good base to build off of, these work really well. Yep. Daff is correct. Let's see. Yeah, and see, Hanley's kind of discussing what I'm talking about. He's supplementing his Privateer Press with products they don't currently offer. So he's using like GW washes to supplement this. So that's kind of what I'm discussing. These are a good base for whatever you need, but you might want a wash or technical paint from somewhere or an ink from somewhere to supplement what you got here. And I never push Pro Acryl as the end-all be-all one-stop shop for just all your paint needs, but it is a good base to build off of. Like, for example, I use this to do glow effects. You could probably muddle your way through doing something like that with the Pro Acryl, but in one bottle, over white, this works really, really well, and it's just a lot easier to buy this and do it versus trying to make that stuff do something different. But if you're technically advanced enough to be doing those blends or doing that stuff, do your thing. Glaze it up, do your stuff. But I supplement, so if there's something that I could do easier with another product and I like the effect, I'll use it. But for the price, Pro Acryl is a really nice foundation. That's why I own, I think, 98% of the paint. There's a couple of transparent paints I don't have from them because I just won't use them. The ones I do have, I still don't even use. And Handley, I think the PP paints are pretty good. So I get that you're not using them, but I think you did your Corinda good solid because that's a good base too. It's got to be a lot better than those craft paints for sure. It's a nice step up. Emil from Squidmar did a good non-metallic metal with contrast. I can believe it. Yep. I can use my GW wash and one. Yep. And you got a link there and a coupon code, so it'll save you a little bit of cash. The coupon code, I think, is only good once per account. So if you're going to use it, make it count. If you're only going to buy one paint, saving 5% on one paint's not huge. If you're going to buy the whole line and spend $100 and something, saving 5% is a little bit better than buying one paint, if that makes sense. But I don't want to pressure you into that. Use it as you see fit. Just know that I think it's only a one use. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Clan Wolf, I think there are, it's A, different strokes for different folks, and B, there is a right place and right time for both of those effects. I think non-metallic metal, when a piece is meant to be viewed from one angle, is probably pretty fucking stellar. You start to rotate the model and the effect isn't quite the same. True metallic metal, that's not exactly the same case. You can get lots of cool angles with it and still look cool. Angel Garaldes did a comparison recently on Instagram where he posted a true metallic metal sword and a non-metallic metal sword, non-metallic and then true metallic. It was a sword from Infinity and then a true metallic from a Dark Angel bro, so I was pretty excited because it was Dark Angel he was working on. They both look great. The true metallic I favored in that one just because from most angles it's going to look great and even had nice transitions and blends in it with metallic paint versus non-metallic metal. But it depends on what you're doing. For a full army of non-metallic metal, I think it'll look good, but I think it loses its effect. For me personally, non-metallic metal on your display pieces and your single characters and stuff is probably pretty stellar. But army-wide, I think it just dilutes it if you do too much. That's me personally. There's a guy on Instagram that does a really good job. Joe Papa painting or Papa Smurf painting. I think his last name's Joe Barron or his name's Joe Barron, Byron, something like that. He's super good. His non-metallic metal is on point. But it is pretty intense to see it, like a whole army of it. I feel like you might get lost in the sea of the awesomeness versus when you see one of his singles by itself, it's a lot more awe-inspiring, I think. I would agree. I would agree with Handley. As someone who has spent a bunch of time blending his Infinity models, which I'm talking about myself here, and did not finish them, and I don't know when I'll get to. And this isn't even non-metallic metal specifically. It's just blending the white to get those blends. It takes forever, and then you may appreciate it, other people may not, or may not care. And for a game where you're going to play with the minis, the time investment versus what you're going to get out of it gameplay wise and how long it takes, yeah, I probably would have been better off just doing a cool airbrush thing, doing a wash, doing some edge highlights, and being done. The hand blending on that was probably overkill personally, but that is a testament to my OCD when it comes to my minis, because I'm not a very good gamer, and it had been a goal of mine early on. If I can't win at gaming, I can be good at painting. At least my models will look good on the table. And that has warped into an unhealthy obsession of wanting to make my models look super duper good and then never finishing anything and then panicking and OCDing out. And it is not good. It is not good. It is why part of what I preach on Twitch is not allowing something you love to become something you hate. Some words of wisdom from old Justin here. Yeah, that's true. Clan Wolf, I think you could probably do it. And so we have bounced around a little bit. My brain is still processing some of the conversations we had, so we're going to bounce around a little bit more. 2 HQs, Leviathan, Dreadnought, and what is yours? Okay. So you were talking about how they may not have, some people might not have liked how you ran, or how, some of your marketing techniques for those stuff. I think that might be where you were talking about some of your pride coming in, because if they didn't like it, but it worked, was it so bad? You know, that could be a dangerous precedent to bring up or set there. But like, you know, from a business perspective, as long as you weren't doing something morally wrong, they might be like, okay, I'm not sure if I would have done it that way, but it works, so maybe I need to be open-minded to something new or a different approach, you know. So I know you, so I'm a little biased, but I think it worked out well. And I don't wish anything bad upon Privateer Press. I hope they succeed. I think it's, from a miniatures standpoint, it's you know, having a variety in the variety of products to compete keeps other companies having to grow, and they can't become stagnant. Like GW at one point was just the big man on the block. They just did whatever they wanted and never changed until they had to, because their market share was shifted, and now they're doing a lot better. They're probably doing a lot better because other companies were challenging them, and they had to adapt. You know, so I wish them well on that front, but it is unfortunate that someone who I felt was super dedicated is now on the outside looking in. That's very frustrating. Yeah. But I will tell you this, what they do is not indicative of you or your success, and hopefully in life, where you land where you want to land, or maybe somewhere where you didn't think you would land, I hope that you are more successful than you were there, and hopefully they realize what they lost, and, you know, might be too late for them at that point. They had their chance, you moved on, making good money, making an impact or difference at a new company who values you, and that's good. You know, you're much like I shouldn't derive my self-worth from Twitch based on views and subs and donations. Like, you know, regardless of if those things are going well or not, I'm still me, and I'm still reasonably good at what I do, and I'm a good person, and I try and be nice to people and live my life that way. You know, your self-worth and and all of that jazz is not predicated on them. Yeah, I feel like they sell some minis, but that's, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'd tell you, and you'll have opinions one way or the other, and good, bad, or otherwise, and I think that's a good thing. But I tell you a place I think you would do stellar, and I know nothing about their work, employment history, or how employees are treated. I don't know anything about it, but I tell you, I think if you were ever able to have a place where you could have any authority and help mold things and guide where things go, I think you would kill it at FFG, man. Because at one point they were doing so well, and I feel like things now are kind of on a downhill slide. They made some bad moves, some bad decisions. They haven't kept up well, competing with other companies and what's happening. I think if you were given an opportunity to have an impact there, I think you would kill it. Now, again, you may have different views of them or know things I don't know, but I think that's a company you would smash at if given an opportunity to have a meaningful authority over anything. And at one point, they were killing it. They were, I saw their products more. Their stuff was happening more at cons. X-Wing Miniatures was just blazing. And now it just feels like there's a lot of things that they've slipped up on with Legion, losing IPs, games coming and going, and people not super thrilled what's going on. And I don't know if that's a failure to respond to the market, or they've done something wrong, or what. But I do think that you'd breathe some good life into that company. That's me. Tis me, my opinions for what they're worth. That's funny. That would have been a great time for that to happen, though, if that was real, because we don't have a lot of time, so that would have been a pretty rapid-fire giveaway to have to run. Because I will be getting off here shortly. Gotta get ready to go to work. I realized we didn't get as much done paint-wise on stream today, but I feel like we had a good stream. We had a lot of chat, some good raids, awesome people hanging out, and we got to take a break a little bit from the normal monotony of painting and just look at some cool minis and talk about something new. It was kind of impromptu. Didn't know that's what was going to happen today on stream. You guys got to see it. It wasn't scheduled that I was going to be doing an unboxing. Some people were excited about it. Some people were probably bored by it. Some people might have been exposed to something new and be like, hey, I want to get in on that. It's possible. You never know. But I'm excited. I backed the thing. They sent the thing. It got here. I got all my stuff. The quality looks great. I'm happy with my purchase. And got to share that experience with you guys. And that's a nice win-win. Pretty jazzed about it. And fresh on the heels of us finishing up some Battletech designs, which we're hoping to have out by the end of the month. We'll see if we actually have that happen. I mean, that would be cool too. Yeah, it is, I guess it would be a little bit wishful thinking on my part, but when a company has access to the Star Wars IP for making board games and war games and things of that nature,
and the quality of stuff they're putting out with X-Wing, there are a lot of opportunities to exploit that. And I don't say that in a way like to exploit people, but a way to, I guess we use a different term. There are a lot of ways to leverage that IP. That sounds a lot better than exploit. To leverage that IP to turn a profit and put out a solid set of products and games. And not that Legion isn't good, and not that X-Wing hasn't tried to turn itself around, because it was really good at one point, and then it got to be not good, which is why I got out of it. And then now they've got the 2.0, which I don't know anything about. But they got freaking Star Wars, man. I don't think for a second that if a company like Games Workshop had access to the Star Wars IP, they would not be absolutely blasting that shit everywhere. Like, I realize they have 40K. Lord of the Rings isn't all that popular. Like, people like it, but like in the miniatures world, it's kind of niche. Star Wars is Star Wars. You slap the Star Wars logo on a rusted up pickle turd, whatever the fuck that would be, people will buy it because it's Star Wars. And you tether that to some really awesome minis and great game, like, I feel like it would sell. That's personally, that's me. I don't know. It's wishful thinking, but I think that if you were given the opportunity to actually have a meaningful impact on it, and someone was like, hey, here's what we're going to hire you to do, make changes. We'll back you. You got a year. Let's see where the ball's going in a year. Do whatever you need to do short of like closing the company down. That would be interesting. Yeah, see, that's like a stock market thing where you want to buy low, sell high. I wouldn't want you to leverage Star Wars to make a bunch of money and then leave someone with a feelsy badsy. I want to see you make a Star Wars miniatures, game and universe that in 20 years is still being developed and growing, like 40K. That would be super cool. Yep. I mean, that's true, but FFG already makes Star Wars minis and Star Wars games. So they have the IP, or access to the IP. It's licensed out to them. I just feel like they're not doing much with it. I never hear much about Legion outside of the few people I know who are super into Legion, and it's freaking Star Wars. That said, when I got into X-Wing, it was everywhere. When I first got into X-Wing, it had taken the internet by storm. Everybody was playing X-Wing. It was affordable. The minis were pre-painted and looked fantastic. The gameplay was tight. It was on point. When I first got into X-Wing, that game was the bee's knees. That shit was good. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that is also true when it comes to miniature games in general. A lot of people don't have a happy feeling with 40K. People still buy stuff because they like it. Just like I'm not happy with Star Wars, the numbered series, but Mandalorian is amazing. So I can not be happy with the films, but still like the universe. Just like I can not be happy with some of what 40K and Games Workshop are doing, but I can still like the minis in the universe and want to do stuff with it. But in this case, Star Wars has books and movies, and well, we'll go with movies because 40K's got books, but they got movies that people, in the mainstream are into that they may or may not like. My interest in the minis doesn't have to be, I don't have to go out and buy Rey miniatures if I don't like her. If I don't like the mini, if I don't like the lore, I can still play Star Wars. So I like Star Wars. I still love Star Wars. I just didn't like the last 3 movies. I love Mandalorian. I think that show is fantastic, and it's everything I want out of Star Wars. It is saving my interest in the franchise right now. So some people may not want to buy Star Wars stuff because they don't like, they're not happy. But I think some people will be like, I don't like these movies. I still want these Star Wars things, Just because I wasn't happy with the last 3 films didn't mean I went out and, just sold all the Star Wars stuff I own and was out of it. I just criticize them, and I'm not happy. But if the game was good, I still own Legion. I'd still like to play it. Just, there's not a lot coming out. They aren't leveraging it well. I've heard it's a good game. I've played a couple demos with the guy from the shop, but I don't hear anything about it. Now that said, COVID hasn't helped. But even then, once GW restructured itself and started pushing hard, FFG kind of just went into a closet and hid. Or a cave, or, insert whatever euphemism sounds appropriate for what they're doing. They kind of just, they stuck their heads in the ground and kind of felt like they ignored it. But there for a while, they're probably the reason there was some restructuring, because X-Wing was killing it for several years in a row. It might not have been the highest money-making game, but it was the highest by volume selling game in the miniatures world. There was like 2 years in a row that happened. It was super good. Yep. I would agree. Yep. And then they canned the press gangers thing and pulled back from retailers. Yep. But I try to be optimistic with this stuff, because, and maybe that's a naivety, I don't know. Maybe it's naive of me to have the views that I do, but I don't know. I'm so passionate about the stuff, like if GW was like, Justin, you have a year. We're gonna put you in charge of this thing. Make some stuff better. And I'd be like, I can hire the people I need to design the things I want, market the way that I need. Like, I got ideas. I got things I would do. And I think there's a place, at least if like in 40K, there's a place for tournaments and tournament players. There's also, I think, a bigger push that could be put on narrative stuff. I would be like, yo, let's do more Fate of Conor stuff. Let's get more grassroots, in-store interaction going on with people who feel like they have an impact on potentially the story. Let's if that gets going, doing the Fate of Conor type stuff, based on the results of the 6-month online campaign. We hire one of our authors, Graham McNeil, Dan Abnett, stuff like that. And, now the next story is impacted by the results of this online campaign we've ran. And do that every so often, and have those records online and the things, and, a way for you to feel like you tangibly had an impact on the story, even if it was minimal. Even if the results were skewed and you didn't even realize it, you would feel like you had an impact on the story. You'd be invested in it. You'd want your miniatures more. And you could still push the tournament stuff, do all that too, but for people who don't frequent tournaments or just want to play, it gives them something to feel like they interacted with. And you used to do that with Battletech back in the way too, with MechWarrior Dark Age. You had an account on their website, and this is tournament style, but same kind of thing. And when you played with someone, you could track your games with them. You knew who you played, what stores you played in, kind of like Magic the Gathering DCI type stuff. But you went in and you had this whole profile, and you could see your stuff. You could see the rankings of people in the area, and that was just the tournament. Being able to get on and be like, see your online achievements, so to speak, for campaigns you participated in where your results were submitted, because your little, Games Workshop ID card, or what the fuck ever you want to call it. And you went and you participated, and you're like, back in 2009, I got this accolade at my store, and you get a little badge on your profile or some shit, and it shows every match you played in that thing, just because they scanned your thing and submitted your results or whatever, like they do with Magic and shit, but from a narrative side. And you can keep track of your tournament stuff too, and see your results, your win, losses, whatever from tournaments, but also see the narrative thing, and your army of choice, like whatever. There's a lot of cool things that would take some front-end designing logistically, from the coding perspective, the website perspective, and once it's going, it's done. And you just, you add on the little campaigns and stuff you want to do. Like, the point is, like, Fate of Conor, when they did it, you could go online each week and see the results, and you saw the percentage and the little planet and whatnot. They don't have to be that in-depth, but doing more stuff like that. That, from me, got me going to the shop every week to participate. Even if it's just the one game. But that's me. That's me. And I like that. And the tournament players may not be interested in it, and that's okay. They don't have to be. But they would probably still like to see their results tracked. Much like Best Coast Pairing or whatever does. Doing it through official GW tournaments where they can get on there, they see sanctioned stuff, having stores being able to have sanctioned tournaments that are searchable on their website, so you can find stores, sign up for tournaments, and then show up to play, and do those kinds of things. Official prize support would be super dope. Cool little dice, trinkets, widgets, dice trays, exclusive minis for going to big tournaments and stuff like that, which some people get salty about the exclusive minis, but at least that helps drive that side. Participation prizes, sportsman prizes, TO prizes. They don't even have to be major things, just small little things, objective markers, shit like that. A little plaque, whatever. That would be cool, but being able to track your involvement and see it and feel like there's a tangible record and point to it and be like, I participated in this thing. I did this thing, Yep. Well, this is me voicing what I would do if I was in charge and they allowed me to present some ideas and put them into place. This is the things I would like to do. Because I think it gets you more invested and you're more interested. Because there's a lot more connecting you there. Yeah, but that's me. Yeah. The thing I like about Legion is much like War Machine and Hordes is that sure, Rebels fight Imperials, that's the thing. But Rebels could fight clones because the rules work, just like War Machine could fight Hordes. They're in the same universe, but you get what I'm saying. The rules work. You can play a narrative game if you want, or just play a game with your cool minis if you want, and they still function. So having timelines would work, eras would work, but also if you want to break that, you can still do it. The problem with them, I feel, is they have only 4 factions, and it's super limited, which in Star Wars is pretty limited as is, but there are some fringe factions they could do, like the Yuzong Vong. You've got the Old Republic stuff you could do. Mandalorian's the Old Republic, Mandalorian's the New Republic era, and everything in between. And then the whole fringe... hey, Dagoon, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the sub. You've got everything in between in terms of... like a mercenaries. So like when I used to play, or the fringe, it's more or less to have extra factions to play. Because if you don't expand, it's still the same. So if you aren't open to them, or the Old Republic stuff, or some of the other things, you're limited. So I would put the Hutt Cartel in with the mercenary thing, which I'm getting ready to talk about. When I played the old Star Wars minis game, you had your faction, but then you had mercenaries, or fringe. I think they're called fringe faction. So like your Jango Fett's, your Boba Fett's, your stuff like that, who would work with various different factions, and they were the element that could go into any army. So like, if you played, if you played Imperials, you could have Boba Fett on your force. If you played Rebels, you could have Boba Fett. It seems odd, but money talks, right? You just see him working with the Imperials in the show, or in the movies. Or Dingar, or Bosk, or IG-88, or insert whatever mercenary or fringe faction character. You have these models that can go in a variety of different factions. And to take it one step forward, if you want to play fluffy, back in MechWarrior Dark Age, you had characters who, from a fluff perspective, you had to pay more points for them to work with certain factions, and less points to work with other ones, because that was the fluff. And there were some factions they wouldn't work with, period. That was a bounce thing and a fluff thing. And that's a little bit more to keep up with, but wasn't so bad. Kind of like back in 6th edition, Dark Angels were battle brothers with Codex Marines. Dark Angels were not battle brothers with Space Wolves. They were allies of convenience. They would work together, but fluff-wise, they weren't buddy-buddy. It didn't break the game. It was a cool little narrative thing that had a minimal impact on the game and may dictate which direction you go with some of your army builds that could be competitive and also still fluffy, and you could do that with this type of stuff too. So there's some cool fringe elements that could do different things and engage with other armies. And if you wanted to play back then with the fringe stuff, you could just play a whole force of that if you wanted to. So it could be its own faction, but you could play them with other factions too if you want to branch out, because they were basically mercs. Not quite how War Machine does it, but that type of thing. Yeah. Did I miss any pouches on him? It looks like I got them all. Cool. Hey, it's pretty cool, Dagoon. Was that at Hit Point Hobbies? And Hanley, I feel like the major issue with that would be trying to run like tournaments where you could, you know, you'd have to pick an era and then only those models could be played. Otherwise, you'd have people trying to pair off based on era, and it would be kind of difficult. So, or if that's just, you know, the narrative drive with narrative campaigns, which would be faction or era driven, but when it comes to tournaments, you know, the points still line up. You know, you didn't just make the points arbitrary for each faction because they're in a different era and then they don't line up. You know, that would help with some of that. But I don't know, you might have a way that you'd want to structure it. The other thing would probably be like, I don't know, there would be some overlap on models, which is good. But it, you know, if the tournament shifted too much, people might not want to get like, you know, however many eras worth of models. So if you got Old Republic, Clones, Empire, Great Rebellion, Empire, Falls, New Order, New Republic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potentially different armies. And then maybe that wouldn't be so bad if there's overlap. You know, it's more characters that shift. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad, but people might have an issue with that because it's not like playing Magic where you just have a different deck. You know, these are minis you got to paint. But in general, from a narrative perspective, that makes a lot of sense to me because it seems fluffy and fun. That's me. But having more factions and variety in general would be good, because that's our main problem. And in X-Wing, when it was Rebels versus Imperials, it was doing pretty good. And then when they came out with Mercenaries, or Mercs or whatever, the other faction, they sold out and you couldn't get it in stock forever. Because people wanted that extra faction forever, and then they finally got it and just you couldn't get it in stock because it went so quickly. Yeah, I saw the pictures from Hit Point online. Yeah, so you're basically talking about like certain basic troops would transcend eras. You change how they function by buying a different character to lead them. That makes a lot of sense. That's not so bad. Yeah. Nox Geek, thank you for hanging out with us today. I appreciate that. And actually, I just looked up. It is 4:25, and I got to get ready to go. It's about that time for me to head off to work. I got to clean up my stuff, and Nathan's swinging by here in a few minutes so that he can pick up his some of his Necrons that got left at the shop that I brought home with me. So I got to get my work area cleaned up a little bit, and we got to get ready to go. I was getting ready to just dive right into painting some more models. That's what happens when you spend your whole stream unboxing stuff, and then you want to work on models, and you can't. But c'est la vie. It was a good stream nonetheless, and we got at least a little bit of work done on these. Hopefully tomorrow we'll come in and we'll start adding some of the wood grain on the ancient staff or whatever his name is, and the highlights on the pouches. I think that'll start looking good, and we'll be one step closer to finishing, because like I want to do green on the grenades and highlight these up, and then do the lenses and do these little details here in like a bone color, and then they're about ready to go. Just need basing and the purity seals. So we got little details, but it's really small stuff that's starting to snowball and come together. They do look nice. They do look nice. All right. So before we head out today, let's see who we've got online for a raid. Who we got online today? Studio J7. I've been raiding him a lot. I think we're going to head on over that way, have a little chat with him before we get offline today. Probably mention that I'm working on some cosplay outfit stuff, and then we'll head off for the evening. So, as always, before we get offline today, let's end on some positive notes. So I'd like to thank all you guys for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. The chatter has been awesome. We had a super epic donation from Clan Wolf. We had several subs, several raids, lots of chatter. You got to see me unboxing something I've been excited about for the last over a year. I backed that last fall-ish into summer, somewhere in there, and we finally got it. Time flew, and Wave 2 should be coming Q1 next year, and that time will creep up on us really, really quickly. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm glad that I got to share that experience with you guys, and be on the lookout. If you are not currently following us, check us out. Check our website out at deathrodesigns.com. Coupon code GETAMPED10 will save you 10% on any order you pick up. But we will have some Battletech inspired terrain coming hopefully by the end of the month. That's our goal. We want to get that out and ready to roll. Not positive on how that's going to release or the dates, but that's what we're aiming for. And it should be reasonably affordable, something that Battletech guys will probably be really excited about, the price tag on it. So be on the lookout for that. If you pick up anything else, be sure to use that coupon code to save you some money. Some of the portion of proceeds from that will be donated to me from my boss in the form of a bonus check, which will help me pick up more models, supplies, tools, things I need for the stream. We also have other terrain features that might work well for you there: base toppers, widgets, and swag, and stencils, things like that. So make sure you check that out. And Dagoon, I unboxed all of my Battletech stuff today that came in from the Wave 1 Kickstarter stuff. So hopefully, if you're bored, you can check out the VOD of the stream and see all that stuff being unboxed previously today. I spent 2 hours opening all my Battletech stuff and talking about it. So, but big thanks to all you guys again for hanging out with me and making it through that. I know that our stream schedules have not been super amazing recently, but I'm still trying to get 3 to 4 in a week. This week we'll definitely be on 3 days. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I am picking up extra hours and such on Sundays right now, stocking up the coffers and getting the hours when I can. So that's why our Sunday streams haven't been happening. I will probably try and squeeze in a hobby hangout at some point soon if I can, but we'll see what happens. So. But with that being said, again, thank you guys, and I'd like to encourage you guys, as always, to keep painting models, keep picking up those brushes, keep grabbing those paints, keep putting paint on Mini, and don't allow the endless pursuit of perfection, the endless onslaught of the gray tide of minis that is before you to leave you with any anxiety or stress or depression. Don't allow something you love to become something you hate. If you do feel that coming, you feel those emotions starting to build up, take a step back, ask yourself what you need to do to find your hobby center, and take action. Sometimes that means working on different details. Sometimes it means changing the scope of what you want to accomplish with your miniatures. Sometimes it means working on something completely different, and sometimes it means just taking a step back and taking a break. But don't allow this pursuit of whatever it is that you're into in terms of the hobby to become something you hate. Don't allow it to push you out. It should be a source of happiness, and escapism should not be a source of anxiety and stress. Don't allow it to be that. Make those changes that you need. Enjoy the narrative. Forge the narrative. Every miniature that you pick up has a universe that it came from, a name, accolades, battles it took part in. It is something of your creation, your choosing. As Bob Ross would say, this is your world. You are the creator. With one brushstroke at a time, you can forge a narrative, a universe, a creation, a little person, a little thing, a story of your choosing. And right now, more than ever, where things seem so far beyond and outside of our control, this is something that you do have control over. You can focus on this. You can lose yourself in this. This can be your form of release, your form of catharsis. This can be your form of self-expression if you allow it to be. So lose yourself in the hobby. Pick up those models. Work on those. Paint them. Forge your narratives. Share that work with the world. Get on social media, Instagram. Fill up your feed with pictures of your hobby progress. Whether you're an award-winning artist, a new artist, or anything in between, share it with others. You'll be shocked those that may find value in what you are doing, those you may inspire. That one person that didn't realize what Warhammer was, what Battletech was, what Infinity was, what Privateer Press was, what Reaper is, what D&D is, what anything is, your hobby endeavors that they don't know, and they see it, and they jump head first. I saw somebody on YouTube 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, make a Mandalorian helmet. And the next day, I dipped into my savings and started buying cosplay stuff so that I could work on an outfit. One video inspired me to do something new, to change up what I'm doing in my life, to have a new experience and try new things. It took that one thing. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't be doing it. You can be that for someone else, I promise. But that you won't be that. You won't be that light in the darkness for them. You won't be that door that opens for them into a new world of possibilities if you're not out there sharing your work with others. So I implore you, get on Instagram, Get on Facebook, get on Discord and DeviantArt and Reddit and anywhere you can think of to share your work, share your craft, share your hobby with others. As we end today's stream, I'd like to encourage you guys, as always, to leave the world a better place than you found it in every sense of that statement, in every way that you can interpret it. You never know what people are going through in their everyday lives, and it pays to be kind always. Those that you engage with may be having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, a bad go at life in general. But you sail through this life carrying with you the tools, the equipment to leave a positive, uplifting impact on others, even if you're not there to see the positive impact you may have. Simply by holding a door open for someone, saying please, saying thank you, smiling, making eye contact, making someone feel like a valued human being can be the difference between a good day and a bad day for them. You can be that source of positivity for others. So I encourage you guys to sail through this life, leaving positivity and happiness in your wake. There's enough negativity and bullshit in the world. Let's be a part of the solution and not the problem, folks. As we end today's stream, I do want to thank you guys one more time for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and step down from our pulpit here, kick the soapbox out from under me, and get this raid ready to go out to Studio J7. If you guys happen to go over there today, make sure you hit that follow button, spam some emotes, and let them know who sent you. As always, I'd like to encourage you guys to keep painting those models, keep rolling those dice, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.